Thank you very much, Monica. It's an honor to be here today, together with all these excellent people. So, my name is Hanna Karlsson, working as Business Development Manager for lignin technology at Valmet. I've been working with lignin since 2008, when we acquired the LignoBoost technology. I began my career as a process engineer, and during that time I had the great opportunity to be responsible for the process design and also part of the startup crew that started up the world's largest kraft lignin production plant so far. I'm here today to talk about lignin production in industrial scale. So I'd like to start by highlighting the key takeaways that I hope that you remember from my presentation today. And that is that the technologies to produce lignin in industrial scale is already available. The technologies to produce valuable products out of the lignin, it's also available. And you will hear more about those excellent products that you can produce later today from the other speakers, and you have heard some of it already by Monica. So if those technologies are available, what's holding us back? Why isn't the markets going to kick off? I'm not going to answer that question, but I'm going to talk about what we have done at Valmet in order to help the market a bit. What you see in this jar here is LignoBoost lignin, and LignoBoost is Valmet's technology for producing lignin from one of the streams in a pulp mill. And for those of you who are not familiar with Valmet, we are technology and equipment supplier for the pulp, paper, and energy industry. We are about 19,000 employees. We build complete plants or factories from the ground and up. We take them in operation and we hand it over to our customers, so we don't have any plants ourselves. So this picture is showing a pulp mill a bit north up in Sweden, and it's a good example of what we can build. And utilizing the pulp mill and generating both more and varied products out of the same amount of raw material is one of the important things that we do, that we all do here, I would say. And lignin is one of those products and has also been a focus area for Valmet for many years. Before I continue with the real topic of today, I just want to highlight kraft lignin a bit. Kraft lignin is the type of lignin that you get out from the majority of all pulp mills today. And based on the amount of kraft lignin that is available, there's also a lot of lignin available. And it's quite easily available. It's already there, separated from the tree in a pulp mill. Another positive thing with kraft lignin is that the wood has already been harvested. So you don't need to cut down more trees in order to get the lignin out. And it doesn't compete with agricultural resources in that way. You could debate if pulp does, but the lignin from the pulp actually doesn't. But enough about that, I think you already know this. So, what is state of the art in lignin production? I cannot give you an answer that will cover everyone's view, but I can explain why it means to me and what it means to Valmet. Basically two things. Plant integration and infrastructure is the first thing. And tailoring lignin for the right quality is the second important thing. And I'll try to explain what I mean with that. So plant integration, or rather mill integration, since I'm talking about a pulp mill here, is about integrating the lignin production plant in a sustainable way both environmentally and economically. So meaning closing the loop, minimizing water, energy and chemical usage as much as possible. But it's also about the infrastructure, to have the infrastructure for the lignin handling in place. And that means transportation and storage at the mill. The physical properties of the lignin could also be of importance, both for the handling at the mill, but also for the end producer, how they are doing in their processes. So things like drying and compacting may also be needed. And then, of course, the lignin needs to be packed in a proper way in order to be exported from the mill. So we are not only talking about the lignoboost process or separating the lignin from the pulp mill stream. We are basically talking about the lignin mill here. I won't go into details about the process, but if you want to know more, please catch me afterwards. So, making use of the experience that we have gained the past, I would say, 16 years within Valmet is, of course, an important part of the development towards the lignin mill. We have built 2 industrial scale plants, one for the Domtar Plymouth mill in the USA, and one for Stora Enso's Sunila plant in Finland. We have also developed a modular based smaller scale lignoboost plant, which we called Lignoboost Extra Small. We have delivered 2, one to Klabin in Brazil and one to Mercer in Rosenthal. And this Lignoboost Extra Small has been developed in order to help our customers and in order to help the market. With this plant, our customers could learn about the lignin production, they could produce lignin for application testing, and they could build their own lignin business or starting to build their own lignin business without having to take that big investment decisions which is needed, since the barriers are still quite high to do that when the market is like it is. So by that we think or hope that we are helping the market on its way. So state-of-the-art lignin production is also about tailoring the lignin for the right quality, meaning the right quality for the right application. And whether that application is a high-value product that needs a lot of lignin refining, or if it's a commodity, the quality needs to be the right for the intended purpose, basically. Examples of quality could be improved purity, it could be solubility, or a specific molecule weight, or spherical particles, for example. But what is the right quality? Ultimately, it is the market that decides both the right quality and also the right products to produce out from the lignin. So if the market is the one that decides the quality of the lignin and also which products to produce, how do we actually know what that is, since the market is still very limited? I would say that we within Valmet, we spend as much R&D time at lignin refining and looking into the qualities as we do for lignin production, lignin optimization, and developing the lignin mill. And we have been part of many different development projects together with actors along the entire value chain. Actors like our customers and producers, but also universities and research institutes are a very important part of that development. And in these projects, we have learned about what kind of qualities is needed for a variety of products. We have also got information from our customers and the end users, what they want to have. And based on this information, we have developed several add-on concepts for producing a variety of qualities. And I would like to just mention two of these qualities. One is the ultra-pure quality, which produces lignin with very low ash and metal content. Could be used in a variety of products that needs high lignin purity, basically. And we also have our odor-free concept, which produces lignin with a reduced odor. And the odor, or rather the absence of the odor, is important for many plastic applications, for example. Both these concept or technologies are in a commercialization phase. We are actually right now doing ton-scale tests with the ultra-pure quality. For the odor-free technology, a demonstration plant is being built at RISE facility in Bäckhammar, Ligno City. It's going to be started up during next year. So let's go back to what I mentioned in the beginning. The technologies to produce lignin and to turn it into valuable products, they are already available. So I would say that the barrier is not technical. This picture is an important picture for me. It might not be the most beautiful one, but it shows a belt conveyor transporting the first lignin cake produced in Stora Enso's mill in Sunila, which was a significant milestone in my own career. And for me, this represents that we are doing something real. Thank you very much for listening.